Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sunday, Thursday Night Live auction, silver and coins, and a little bit of currency this evening. Hope everybody is doing well. Good to see we got some people here early. We got Christopher Sherman, James Barron, USS Missouri Vet, Invisible River Ranch, Brother Doug Wagner, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, James Barron, Brian Jensen, SW, Perry Custom Cards, Chew is here, Bombay Sapphire, and I know I saw Joe Corona earlier in the chat there. Brian Jensen, Rubicon 60, David G, Crawdaddy Stacks, SF Kimrush, J Money, USS Missouri Vet. You know what? I do miss doing Sundays, but it was really getting difficult to be on after Coin Crew was on for 5 or 6 hours. A lot of people were just kind of tapped out by the time we'd go live. And that's just the nature of the beast. It is what it is. But I'm always happy to be here. Alex Kalish, how you doing, brother? Beast Mode Stacking, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Tom Thumb is here. Dale is here. Gary S. in the nest. Wayne Lynn stepping in. Daryl USA. Melissa, my channel, says, hello, first time seeing this. Well, welcome to the nest, my friend. Teacher 1388 is here. J-Dog with a $5 super chat says, oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody, brother. What's up, Silver Scrounger? How you doing, brother? Good to see you this evening. We're going to do an early bird giveaway, and that is going to be this gorgeous BU 1944 Philly War nickel. Matter of fact, you know what? I didn't turn the lights on in here because it's sunny out, but it looks like it's a little dark in the room, so we're going to put some light on the subject. And I'm going to turn on this here. CM Silver in the nest. Silver Scrounger, hopefully. TNA in Fort Worth. Yeah, we're going to that. Let's see here, guys. Invisible River Ranch, 42 months as a platinum penguin. Holy cow. Man, the time flies. Brown Sugar 0069, doing fine and looking great. Cheers, says vote for Pedro. All right, let's turn on the giveaway so we can start the night. Get the night bot warmed up here. And anybody that's in chat interacting, as long as you're 18 and over, you are eligible to win. All right, let's go to giveaways. Put that bad boy on live chat. And thanks to J-Dog, we got $5 in the kitty already. What's up, Silver Wishes? How you doing? Jura Jones. What's up, my friend? Ronald Rockamore is here. Ty McFadden, Bill Driscoll. Let's see here. Douglas Mandalis. Christopher Sherman, how you doing, brother? Johnny T. Scorpio is here. What's up, Scorpio? Jam and Maki in the house. Good to see a metallic silver skull. Show me 8. Tom Thumb, what's up, brother? William E. is here. Good to see you, William. Great Skull in the nest. Truth Seekers here. T3. Ron Pierce. What's going on, brother? Jim Shank is here. Harley Babe in the nest. Alex Kalish hanging out. James Best. Beast Mode Stacking. Thanks for coming to the show. I think I said hi earlier, but hello again. Bigfoot, Doug Harding, Mr. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Muscle Shell, Lyle Lakamoto. All right, guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, we're going to give this a second for people to get in and get their entries into the giveaway. Then we will pick a winner chicken dinner. Try not to get sick from the weather, yo-yo. Here it's been bouncing between days where it's near 80 one day and then it's freezing at night. Yeah, it's been kind of like that here. You know, hot during the day, cold at night. Donkey Socks, how you doing? Ben Stacking is here. Metallic Silver Skull, what's up, brother? But yeah, so tonight we have some entry-level stuff. And then we have some pretty big boy coins in here as well. And the reason I do this, ladies and gentlemen, is to make sure you guys have first chance at some really cool stuff that I don't see that often. You know, I see a lot of MS63 and MS64 Morgans, but 65s and higher, those are harder to get your hands on. So when I do the auctions, I always make sure that you guys get the first crack at the best stuff. What's up, Show Me 8? How you doing? Mike Schleiz is here. Argent Appeal, good to see you, my friend. Buy Up Gold and Silver is here. All right, no commies on the moon. Future Motive. Speaking of the moon, it's kind of cool to see they're sending the Artemis out there. Maybe we'll see something neat on the other side. What's up, Joe Corona 1598? Good to see you, brother. KCB is here. How you doing, lady? Good to see you. Let's see here. All right. Let's pick the winner for the early bird and get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. In 3, 2, 1, booyah! Bombay Sapphire. Bombay is a very lucky name. Bombay, I think that's probably the third time that I remember them getting picked as a winner. Sometimes the bot gets you, and sometimes it skips you. But Bombay Sapphire with the win. And congratulations, my friend. Heck yeah, man. Go buy a lottery ticket for sure, brother. All right, let's close that out and get this party started. We only have 19 items on the list tonight. We'll do the midstream giveaway after lot number 9. I'm sorry, lot number 10. That's what we have advertised. We'll do it after lot number 10. I'm not wearing glasses tonight. I trimmed up the goat. Doing all sorts of maintenance on the old Raven. All right. First item up tonight is a 1974-76 Canadian Montreal Olympics BU silver coin. This has 0.7227 ounces of silver in it. And the reserve bid we have on it is at $45. That's below melt. So I figured if we start below melt, you can't go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. But let's keep the bidding clean. Guys, Lone Star Fox coming in with the George at 46 in the mix. Lone Star Fox in the lead. The lone bidder so far in the lead at 46. Looking for 47, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear 47? Going once. If we don't have a lot of people bidding, we move through it. We don't slow roll. We keep it going. Going twice. Guys, Gary S. in the nest coming in at 47. Gary in the lead at 47. Looking for 48. Who is 15 for 2? Okay, they're a member, so they're registered. So 15 for 2 in the lead. Looking for 49 to do it fine. Going once. 15 for 2 in the lead. Gary S. in the nest coming back with the snow at 49. J-Dog, 4 years as a Silver Hawk. Time flies, brother. Going once. What's up, Wolf Tracks? Good to see you, my friend. Going twice. Gary S. in the lead at 49. Looking for the 5-0 so our hair can blow. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S. in the lead at 49. Looking for 50 to keep it nifty. Well, they're a member. They've got the nest in front of them, so they're a new member, so they automatically get to be registered to be a part of this. All right, all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold. to Gary S. for 49. Congratulations to Gary S. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I forgot to put a silver quarter in Bombay Sapphire's winning, because he won, and a big thank you and shout out to James Werner. He provided silver quarters and 40% halves to add to giveaways and stuff that we do throughout the evening. So just wanted to say thank you to James. He's been a long time member. Joe Corona, yeah, Joe, you're fine. You can become a member if you want to do RavenHawk or higher to get free shipping, my friend. All right, so Gary S. But Joe, I've seen you around for a while. You're good to go in my book. So, just we do payment via PayPal. RavenHawkCoins@gmail.com. Oh, yes, it's Platinum Penguin. Sorry. Create Craft, you're right. I'm so used to the old ways still that I keep forgetting. Thanks for keeping me honest like you always do, brother. All right, we're going to turn on the invisible scope because we have a 1907 Indian head cent coming up for grabs. And, man, the scope is awesome, but sometimes when we get it too far away, I got to focus this in a little better, guys. I apologize for the delay. But right there, you have XF45. You still have some diamonds in the ribbon that comes down. That's important. Full Liberty. The feathers look great. And then when you flip that bad boy over, he's got a full shield. Full shield is very important as well in grading. If you did not know this already, this coin retails for about 12 to 15 bucks. And we are going to start it off at just $1, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Turn off the scope. Indian head in the sky with diamonds. That's funny. Guys, Ty McFadden coming in with the George at $4. CM Silver coming in at 7, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Kalish at 12. Jay Williams at 15. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Williams in the lead. James Barron trying to get in there, but Jay in the lead at 15. Going once. Looking for 16 bucks. Do we hear 16? Looking for 16. Going twice, my friends. Oh, by the way, those of you in Oklahoma, if you have time, Friday or Saturday, I will be at the Guthrie Coin Show here in Oklahoma. It's going to be a great show. If you go to CoinZip, you can get the address right there. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jay Williams in the lead. All it. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 15. Thank you, my friend. All right, so Jay Williams. Very cool. Lot number 2 coming up. For those of you that don't know, our midstream giveaway is actually going to be 2 items. A Barber dime and a cool donation from Mike Sampson, as well as a 90% silver quarter from James Werner, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, let me put this quarter in a holder real quick. So that it doesn't roll around or get messed up. All right, so that'll be the midstream. Lot number 3 coming up. Our Johnny T coin. We have a 1906 Denver Barber dime. This thing is a gorgeous example. We will put it under the scope right there. You can see the obverse. Full Liberty and everything. Good looking coin. No major scratches in the fields or nothing. The reverse. Right there you see the Denver mint mark. Nice coin. We do have a reserve on this coin at 50 bucks. It's worth about 60 to 65 retail. A nice one to put in your lot. It's nice to be able to trust again. You guys are the real deal. Joe Corona, no worries, man. No worries at all. All right, but good luck, everybody. Keep the bidding clean. Again, XF45. Reserve bid at 50 bucks. That puts you a good 10 under retail. And like I've said before, certain things, if things don't sell, I'll take them to the coin show and we'll go from there. All right, we're looking at CM Silver coming in at 50. Alex Kalish in the dish coming in at 55. With the George going once. Alex Kalish in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 56 in the mix. Alex in the lead going twice. Guys, CM Silver dropping the bomb on us already. Coming in at 60. Alex Kalish at 65 with the Snope. Jay and Gary trying to get in there, but Alex Kalish on the win so far. Looking for 66. Gary S at 67, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Savvy Stacker? CM trying to get in there as well, but Gary S in the lead right now. Looking for 68, going once. Gary S in the lead. Alex Kalish coming back again at 72, beating out CM Silver at 68. Kalish in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, going once. Alex Kalish in the lead at 72. CM Silver says he won't back down at 74, going once. Now we're looking at 75 to stay alive. Guys, vote for Pedro's got his popcorn out. Going twice. What's up, Gary Lofgren? How you doing, brother? All right, last call from Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho. See him at 74. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to CM Silver for 74. Invisible River Ranch says Raven has a good eye to find Purdy coins. So thank you, brother. Thank you, CM. Thank you, Alex Kalish. And everybody else for your bets. I do appreciate you. You guys are absolutely awesome. Love that I have such a great, loyal family in YouTube. That is why I don't go to other platforms. I've you know, had people try to convince me to go to Whatnot like 50 different times, and you guys know my opinion on Whatnot. And there's a couple other formats out there that people have said, hey, you should try this and that, but nope. I enjoy being here with you guys on YouTube. All right, here we go. Next item up, this is the General or Admiral Gardner ship coin. 1808 is the year on it. The ship went down in 1809. And it comes in this cool little case. There's a story about it and everything. And it's called a cash coin from what I remember. I think these go for about 20 to 25 bucks. Just depends on where you're at. But, my friends, we will make the starting bid at $1. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Brother Doug Wagner says, we enjoy being with you here, Brother Raven. Thank you, my friend. J-Dog says, I've not been on Whatnot. I'm not a Whatnotter. Guys, Teacher 1388 coming in at 25. Jay Williams coming in at 30. The bombs have been dropping. Jay Williams in the lead at 30. Looking for 31 to get her done. Do we hear 31? Going once. Guys, Teacher at 31. Looking for 32 like Mr. LeFew. Going once. 33 to the one and only Eric A. Eric A in the lead at 33. Daryl USA is out. Jay Williams staying alive at 35. Looking for 36 in the mix. Going once. Jay Williams in the lead at 35. Do we hear 36? Going twice, ladies and gentlemen. Teacher at 36 was going to get in, but teacher nuked it, said James Warner. Jay Williams at 37, ladies and gentlemen. Jay in the lead at 37, looking for 38, going once. Teacher coming back on the attack with the George at 40. Going once, my friends. Teacher in the lead at 40, looking for 41. Do we hear 41? Going twice. Teacher in the lead. Jay says, you go, Teach. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Teacher does love his shipwreck coins. I know this for a fact. He had a really cool display at one of the coin shows a while back. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Teacher 1388 for 40 bucks. Thank you, Teach. Teacher schooled him, says Gary. I gotta admit, I cheat on the nest with whatnot, says Crawdaddy. Crawdaddy, that's 50 lashes with a wet noodle, my friend. All right, Teacher 1388. Next up, J-Dog. Extremely fast paced, but you can get some killer deals if you're lucky. That's for sure. All right, here we go. This is a first year 1892 S Barber quarter. They made less than 1 million of these. I think it was 900 and something thousand. We're going to turn on the scope, the Invisible River Ranch scope, and share it with you guys because this thing is a beaut. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. First year, 1892, full Liberty, nice coin. And here's the reverse. You see that gorgeous S mint mark right there under the tail feathers? And that is a key date coin in that series for sure. With under 1 million minted, this does have a reserve at $135. Retail, it's about $150 to $160, depending on who you go to. But that one, not a bad price at $135 to start. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. What's up, Mud Swat? Eric A says the scope is so fixed. Yeah, it's nice that we finally have the scope not flashing at us and giving people epileptic seizures and stuff, you know. Any 1863 coins? Sometimes Perry Custom cards. Sometimes. Guys, CM Silver coming in with the first bid. Alex Kalish and Blue and Brown Boatsy trying to get in there, but CM quickest on the draw. Now we're looking for 140, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Williams coming in at 140, looking for 145. Blue and Brown and Kalish trying to get in there, but Jay in the lead at 140, looking for 145. Do we hear 145? Going once, my friends. Guys, CM Silver dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. Jay Williams coming in at 155. What's up, Fleabag? Oops, that should have been going once, not twice. Going once to Jay at 155. Looking for 160, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear 160? Going twice. Jay in the lead at 155 and staying alive. Guys, CM Silver coming back with the Snope at 160. Just a little bit quicker than Blue and Brown Boatsy trying to get in there, but CM in the lead at 160. Looking for 165 going once. CM in the lead at 160. Looking for 165 going twice. See him in the lead at 160. Looking for one. Guys, Blue and Brown Boatsy coming in at 165. Just a smidge quicker than Jay Williams. Blue and Brown in the lead at 165. Looking for 170, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear 170 going once? Guys, Jay Williams says, I got 170, and I'm going to put a George on it going once. Going twice. Blue and Brown coming in at 175. We got a heck of a bidding war, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Blue and brown Boatsy in the lead. It's a dogfight, says James Barron. Arr! Going twice. Blue and brown Boatsy in the lead at 175. Looking for 180. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Ladies and gentlemen, blue and brown in the lead at 175. Jay Williams coming back. Expert timing at 180, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. What's up, Resin? Going twice. Blue, who's in the Jay in the lead? Last call from Mr. Alcohol at 180. Looking for 185. What's up, Bracken? How you doing, my friend? Guys, they said blue and brown Boatsy says it's all yours. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 180, my friends. What a battle. Blue and brown Boatsy was really digging in there, but Jay Williams, the winner in the end. All right. Congratulations, Jay. Thank you, everybody else, for your bids. I do appreciate you. Bracken family, I'm doing well as always. Nice. Good to hear it, man. Good to see you. Good to see Resin Dragon Studios. Especialo 1 is in the nest. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolutely beautiful 1943 Philly War Nickel BU. Ladies and gentlemen, that thing is stunning. We're going to put it under the scope so you can take a look up close to see what we're talking about. Right here is the front 1943. Right there, you can see this thing's like it just rolled out of the mint. And yet it's from 1943. You got pretty good steps on it. So let me turn it a little bit. It's the bottom's kind of muted, but it's a very nice BU example, that's for sure. Let me turn off the scope. And Ty McFadden says my retinas are burning. Oh, thank you, Resin. I appreciate that. I've been working on my ugly face. Let's see. What are we gonna start this out at? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start it out at just $1. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. All right. Steps visible on both sides, says Eric A. Guys, Daryl USA coming in at 10. Lone Star trying to get in there. James Barron in at 12. Looking for at least 13. Do we hear 13? We got the George at 13. Buy up at 15. Gary S. and Daryl trying to get in there, but buy up first in line. So buy up gold and silver in the lead at 15. Looking for 16. Do we hear Lone Star coming in at 17? Ladies and gentlemen, looking for 18. Lone Star Fox in the lead at 17. Going once. Guys, Missouri Vet at 20. Dropping the dub, ladies and gentlemen. Going once, my friends. Guys, buy up gold and silver. The deuce is on the loose. Buy up gold and silver in the lead. Daryl USA is out, going once. Buy up gold and silver in the lead at 22. Looking for 23, going twice. Yeah, Bombay, stay safe. Get to a shelter if you need to, my friend. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Gave that 5-ounce dragon copper coin to my son. He digs it. Nice. All right, guys, buy up gold and silver in the lead. At 22, all in, fair warning, this bad coin is sold to buy up gold and silver for $22. Ladies and gentlemen, nice battle on the uncirculated war nickel. Up, gold, and silver. All right, we're on to lot number 7. Remember, after lot number 10, we will do a giveaway. There are 3 items for the midstream giveaway: a silver quarter, a barber dime, and a cool Italy coin donated by Mike Sampson. The quarter from James Warner. Ladies and gentlemen, can't buy tonight. It's all the new medical, this more therapy. Hope you, Eric A. You never have to worry, brother. You know, when you're able to do stuff, you can. When you can't, no stress. It's cool that you're at least hanging out, man. All right, here we go. We have a 1972 Haile Selassie right there, Emperor of Ethiopia. 25 grams of silver, so 0.8 ounces of silver. And that's about $60 in silver, so that's what we have it at. We have it at the melt value of $60. We think that's pretty darn fair. So good luck, my friends. Good luck. Matty Wing, how you doing, Matt? Good to see you, my friend. Yep, definitely make sure you have flashlights, batteries, and candles, especially if you live in the Midwest. You just never know. We had a pretty intense storm last night. You know, it was pretty crazy. Silver is, you know what? I might actually have to say I got to back down that bid a couple bucks here. Let's see. No, it's at 73, so it's kind of in the middle. You know what? I'll tell you what, guys. This is the best I can do on the coin. I'm going to say buy it now for 55. It is 0.8 ounces of 3/9 fine. So if somebody wants to buy it now, and I'll make that same price on the other one because we have 2 of them available on the night. That literally makes it under silver melt. So if I take, let's see here, 73 times 0.8 is, so 58. So 15 for 2. Is 15 for 2 saying he's a buy it now? Because I think Blue and Brown Boatsy wanted to get, okay, so Blue and Brown Boatsy, I can give you one because it looks like 15 for 2 is getting the other one. He threw up there the first one, so let me find the other. So lot number 14. So one to Blue and Brown Boatsy and the other one to 15 for 2. All right, so let me put Blue and Brown Boatsy, and then 15 for 2. So you each get one. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome, and thank you both. I appreciate you. All right, and that's 4-2. All right, you guys, not a bad deal. All right, so those 2 are gone. We're going to move on to lot number 8. Blue and Brown Boatsy, I got you, my friend. You are good to go. All right. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate you very much. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, 1946D MS64 PCS Sladman certified in the OG greenish blue holder. Now, a lot of people seek these out to get them regraded because these were done 30 years ago. And back then they had a more stringent grading policy with coins. And so a lot of people actually get these re-evaluated. Now, the bid I have on this is based on current prices, nothing else. They both got them for 55, Create Craft. Create Craft got, so Blue and Brown Boatsy got one for 55. I put him on lot 14, and then lot 7 is 15 for 2. All right. Reserve on this one is $80, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice coin. Good luck. This late Liberty Walking, aka Walking Liberty, aka Walker, is definitely Slab Master J approved, ladies and gentlemen. Slab Master J, the J Dog. Arr! in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, Jay Williams coming in at 80 with the George. Going once, my friends. Guys, Alex Kalish serving up the dish at 85 with the bomb. Jay Williams answering right back on the attack at 90. Looking for 91. Going once, guys. Yeah, if CAC gets it a good sticker on it, you're doing really well because that increases the value about 20%. Okay, they're Swift. You know what, Create Craft? That's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're both going to get one. You know, we're cool. As long as just the line is filled out. All right, going twice to Jay Williams at 90, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Williams at 90, looking for 91. Do we hear 91? Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jay in the lead at 90, my friends. Who's going to be? You never know. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 90 bucks. I had the pleasure of being able to know Jay personally. I'd buy that for $1. I know what movie that's from. That is RoboCop. All right, Jay Williams. I saw that when I was a really, really little kid. That movie's kind of traumatizing. You know. All right, next up, lot number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new subscriber. Bill, Snodgrass Adventures, just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Bill. If you're watching, thank you. All right. Whoop, whoop. Mama Pedro says, hello, good people. Nice. What's up, Mama P? All right, here we go. 1939 Denver. PCS Sladman certified MS65. Merc Dime. Now, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those ones that's kind of heartbreaking because it is so close yet so far away from being a full split band. But let me show you this. Let me focus in a little bit more here. And you can see right dead center, there's one little flat spot. And because of that, it is not full split, but there's the Denver Mint mark. It is a 39D. It is a nice coin. And you know what? It's kind of cool to see it's rotated a little to the side. You don't always see that in the holders. They try to lay them out properly, but hey, people make mistakes. All right, yeah, that's for sure. I was too young, but I'd already been into the Night of the Living Dead and Friday the 13th. There you go. Close, but no cigar. All right. Let me get the description. Okay, so reserve bid on this one is at 35, ladies and gentlemen. Reserve bid at 35. Or reserver bid. There's Bill Snodgrass Adventures saying hello to people. What's going on? All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. James Barron coming in with the chin at 35. Guys, James Warner at 40. Kalish and Pedro trying to get in there, but Warner in the lead at 40, looking for 41 to stay with fun. Do we hear 41? Alex Kalish dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at $50. Making us holler, Alex Kalish is in the lead at 50. This is the underwater auctioneer. Looking to see where we'll go. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Kalish in the lead. Going twice, ladies and gentlemen. Alex dropping the bomb. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Kalish. He loves the Merc. So do a lot of other people. But Alex coming in strong. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Alex Kalish for $50. All right. Speaking of underwater, you know what? I haven't done one in quite a while. A live underwater Suzuki. All right, let's put Alex's name here. Alex Kalish. Thank you, Alex. Harley. Put the back part in on Davidson. All right, lot number 10, and then we're going to do a giveaway. Matter of fact, if you got your earbuds or volume up a little too high, let me know. I'm going to do a quick live Suzuki for you guys because I know you love it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Suzuki! All right, next coin up, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2017 Frederick Douglass CAC MS67 Enhanced Uncirculated Set. Ladies and gentlemen, what blows my mind is somebody paid probably $40-$50 to have this coin graded. They probably thought they were going to get, you know, a MS70 or something. But, you know, it's unfortunate that they paid so much. SF Kimrush, I actually stole the Suzuki thing from a comedian that said that the motorcycles that we buy sound like the manufacturers. And so, you know, for Honda, it's Honda. And then, you know, Harley Davidson is Harley Davidson. You know, he was pretty right on. You know, and then Yamaha. All right, here we go. Starting bid on the Frederick Douglass, a whopping $1. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. Good luck. But yes, I have never, ever claimed that it's mine. And if he ever sees it and he gets mad at me, I guess I'll have to let him have the rights to all the live streams that I did it on. Guys, James Barron coming in with the George at 10. Looking for 11. Blue and brown Boatsy coming back on the attack at 20. Dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. You dropped the bomb on me, Boatsy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Barron coming back. The deuce on the loose. James Barron in the lead, going once at 22. Looking for 23 like we're Johnny T. Going twice. James Barron in the lead at 22. Looking for 23. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Daryl USA coming in at 23. Going once, ladies and gentlemen. Daryl USA in the lead at 23. Looking for 24. Going twice. Daryl USA in the mood. Last call from Mr. Al Key. Ho. Daryl at 23. We got a lot of bombs dropping tonight, says Brother Doug Wagner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Daryl USA for 23. Thank you, Daryl. All right. Daryl USA. DARRELLUSA. Congratulations, my brother. All right, we're going to do the giveaway. Had to get a beverage, says Blue and Brown Boatsy. I don't blame you, brother. I don't. I really don't. All right, here we go. We're going to give away the Italian coin, courtesy of Mike Sampson. I don't see Mike in here tonight. He's probably out having some fun. Him and my buddy Joe Overly, but I'm going to see him tomorrow at the show in Guthrie. All right, the silver quarter from James Warner, and the 1913 Barber dime. All for free, my friends. Jungle Marine, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. All right, let's turn on the night bot. And put that up there. All right, guys. Good luck, my friends. And we'll be back in about 3 minutes or less. RavenHawk coins. Stay tuned. It is about that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme. I'ma get mine, so get yours. Let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! My name, Jeff C. Ladies and gentlemen, a new person. My name, Jeff C. Welcome to the show and congratulations on the win. That's pretty cool. So let's put my name, Jeff C. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We do have an end-of-stream giveaway. You're welcome, brother. An end-of-stream giveaway that we're starting off already with 1 1/4 ounces of silver, my friends. And so what we're going to do is James Warner sent in a bunch of goodies. I'm going to find a nice one. We're going to do a $50, 40%er, and a 90% quarter to go along with the 1 1/4 ounces at the end-of-stream giveaway, my friends. A big thank you again and shout out to Mr. James Werner, longtime supporter of the Nest, and he was really kind. Matter of fact, James said I could keep it anonymous or not, and I really think when you guys do nice stuff like this that you should get recognition for what you're doing because it's pretty cool. That's the end-of-stream giveaway, Bracken. This is a Netherlands 1973 proof 25 golden, and it has beautiful toning on it. This coin is... I like to do nice things for you guys and give you stuff that is worth some value, you know, in case you ever end up having to get rid of it or whatnot, and when you go to sell it, you're not going, well, dang, I paid $100 and I only got $10. No, we want to make sure you guys get some awesome stuff. And so this is going to be the end-of-stream giveaway, is going to be that coin, a 90% quarter, and a 40% half. All right, we're on to lot number 11. We only have 19 tonight. I got to get up super early tomorrow. Make my way to Guthrie, Oklahoma. The coin show is tomorrow and Saturday. Would love to see the locals come out and say hi. I mean, I really enjoy seeing you guys. You know, it means a lot to me when you make your way up. Thank you, Create Craft. I appreciate you, brother. Everything is too beautiful to sell, says Melissa, my channel. I hear you, Melissa. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, 2017 S CAC M69 Enhanced Uncirculated Rosy Dime, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is absolutely one of my favorite dimes they've ever made in this series right here, the Enhanced. I think that really flat texture that they got to the coin is just absolutely amazing. And we're going to start off. The only bummer is it's not silver, but it is a cool coin. We're going to start off at $1. Crawdaddy, no, I wish, see, here's the thing. If it was, it would say silver, but I know that the 2017 Enhanced set was a clad set. So, you know, but we're starting it off at $1. Somebody probably paid, again, $50 to have this graded. Darren Wilkinson coming in at 10. T-Rep trying to get in there at 2, but Wilkinson in the lead. James Werner coming in at 15 with the Snope, ladies and gentlemen. James Werner in the lead. Kim Rush trying to get in there, but Werner at 15. Looking for 16, my friends. Going once. Guys, Bracken at 18. Bracken in the lead at 18, looking for $19 to make us holla. Do we hear 19? Bracken in the lead. Kim Rush is out. Darren Wilkinson coming back on the attack. James Warner, double Snopage. What's up, Native Warrior? Going once, my friends. If any of you are in Oklahoma, like I said a minute ago, come see us. All right, guys, Bracken Family Life at 22 at Flying Eagle Coins as well, my friends. Not a dime collector and showing I don't a lot. That's why it's called a Rosy Dime. Yes, Roosevelt mean for Rosie. All right, going once because it was President Roosevelt on the dime, so we call them Rosy Dimes. Going twice to Bracken at the deuce. Deuce on the loose. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Bracken in the lead at 22. Is it going to be hold to sold? Matter of fact, I got that from Sherlani and Rob. I talked to Rob Finds Treasure earlier today, guys. He's doing really good. I miss him a lot. I really wish he would get better, you know. Create craft coins and collectibles. Matter of fact, you know what? All in. Fair warning, this bad coin is sold to Bracken Family Life for 22. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, May 1st and 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, Norman Coin Show hosted by RavenHawk Coins. Friday the 1st of May, Saturday the 2nd of May, in a newly rebuilt Cleveland County Fairgrounds building. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 2 years since we've been able to have a show in Norman. So we're back, and it's going to be awesome. It is a beautiful, beautiful venue, my friends. Bracken Family Life, thank you for your bids and your win. Everybody else, you guys rock. I have a dollar bill that I've had for a while. I thought about getting it graded. You know what? I would send that to PMG. PNG, J-Dog. Bracken. Yeah, so Eric A., this is actually would have been our 5th year in Norman. But for 2 years we were pushed to a different venue in Goldsby. But now we're back, and they rebuilt the building. It has modern technology, you know, a state-of-the-art security camera system, the whole nine. All right, next one up, yeah, PNG. PNG rocks. Next one up right here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1953 Blue Seal. Uncirculated. This sucker is gorgeous, my friends. Very, very nice for my currency collectors in the nest. And it's worth at least 25 or more. Probably more close to like 40, but you know what? We're going to start the bid at $5. Guys, Wayne Lynn stepping in, coming in at 25 with the bomb. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. Crawdaddy at 10. My family are going to NFL draft in Pittsburgh at the end of the month. We're already planning on another trip. Create craft, hey, things happen, brother. Maybe the next time. Guys, Wayne Lynn in the lead. Crawdaddy at 26. Looking for 27. I want to come, but I'll be flying back from Hawaii. U.S. Missouri. Guys, 15 for 2 at 27. Wayne Lynn stepping back in at 30, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to Wayne Lynn. Guys, buy up gold and silver with the double threes like he's Johnny T. Blue and brown trying to get in there, but buy up in the lead. Looking for 34, going once. Buy up gold and silver looking at 33, looking for 34. Guys, Wayne Lynn stepping back in at 35 and staying alive, going once. Buy up gold and silver at 37, go in once. Blue and brown trying to get in there, but buy up in the lead at 37, looking for 38, going twice. That's funny. I'm Sergeant. I know nothing. Guys, blue and brown at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Blue and brown getting in there. Wayne Lynn trying to be back in the lead. Blue and brown just a little quicker. Oh, yeah, the destination wedding. That's awesome, brother. I'm very happy for you, Missouri vet. Going Wentz to buy up at 45. Going twice to buy up gold and silver. Looking for 46 in the mix. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Buy up gold and silver in the lead at 45. All in. Fair warning. This bad currency is sold to buy up gold and silver for 45. My dogs bark if they hear other dogs barking in the neighborhood too. And it's weird because you'll be watching TV and you can't hear it, but they can hear it. You know, and I'll open the door and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's why they're barking. The other dogs are barking. They're communicating. But the storm last night, man, they got really, really scared. We had a lot of thunder and lightning, but no hail, no real bad winds or nothing. You know, it was pretty mellow. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 13. This one is a limited edition coin, or silver round, I should say. Right here, 2013, 1 troy ounce. They made 2,500. This is number 155, and it's called the Lady Liberty. The light really likes to reflect on it. And I like this side of it. It's called Crazy Money. 1 ounce of silver from the Loco Paniculino Com. I don't know. Anyways, ounce of silver. And spot right now is 73. Hey, Eric A. Jay Williams is trying to get your attention, my friend. We'll start the bid on this at $60, guys. Good luck, my friends. Limited edition, $60 for an ounce of silver, plus limited. Gary coming in at 70, ladies and gentlemen, with the George. Vote for Pedro coming in at 73. Bracken was trying to get in there. Guys, 15 for 2, still trying to get in, but vote for Pedro in the lead at 73. Looking for 74. Do we hear 74? Bracken Family Life coming alive at 75. Now we're looking for 76. Going once to vote for Pedro for 77, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 77. Looking for 78. Do we hear 78? Bracken Family Life coming in at 80, my friends. Bracken at 80, looking for 81, going once. Bracken Family Life at $80. Guys, vote for Pedro coming in at 81. Trying to get it done, looking for the 82, like Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Holy Peppa, says Doug Wagner. Invisible River Ranch says George. Going once to vote for Pedro at 81. Going twice at 81. Looking for 82. Guys, Bracken Family coming in with the bomb at 85. Bracken in the lead at 85. Looking for 86. Going once, my friends. Bracken Family Life at 85. Going twice. Bracken holding strong. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. Bracken at 85. Looking for 86. Out to Breaking My Heart Family. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad round is so to Bracken Family Life. For 85 doll hairs, ladies and gentlemen. Bracken Family with the win. I'm having a great time tonight with you guys. I'm in a really good mood. So I didn't tell you guys, last week I was supposed to be at the Mustang Coin Show. I fell. My dogs trampled me and I hurt my right shoulder pretty bad. Went to the emergency room and they looked it over, and luckily there was nothing horrible. It's just really sore, and it's still sore. That badass chick on the obverse had me at hello. What's up, Pep? Hi, you come and say hello. Come here. Well, come on. You can come up, fat girl. Come on. Look at you. Come here. Guys, those of you that know Peppa, she is looking good. She's lost a lot of weight. Yeah, you know, things happen. You know, like, you never know what's going to happen in life. Life is so short and fleeting. All right, the next, like, 4 or 5 coins are some big hitter coins, my friends. So I understand if they don't sell. If they do, I'm happy. If not, but I like I explained earlier, I do this to make sure that the nest gets the first shot at anything that comes through that is better than normal stuff. So this is the first one up out of the big boy coins. This is an 1881S MS65 NGC slabbed and certified out of the Great Northwest Collection, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is a smoking stunner of a coin. And we do have reserves on these. As a matter of fact, this one is a reserve at 200. I put 215 as a value. It's probably worth about 225, 230 or so because of the Northwest Collection provenance. But yeah, 200 is the big. Guys, James Warner coming in at 200. James Warner in the lead at 200, looking for 205 to stay alive, going once. James in the lead at 200, looking for 205, going twice. Hey, have you guys seen Shinbone around? I hope he's doing all right. It's been a little while. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Guys, Alex Kalish dropping a bomb on us at 210. Jay Williams coming in at 215 with the Snope, my friends. Jay Williams in the lead at 215. James Warner at 220. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for 225 to stay alive. Yeah, I'll have to email him. He's a good guy. Guys, Jay Williams at 225. Looking for 220 going once, my friends. Yeah, Shinbone's an older gentleman. I hope he's okay. A good chance I'll see him at Guthrie. You know, but we'll see. Going twice. Pay that Washington silver tax says 15 for 2. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Williams at 225. Looking for 230. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 225. Crazy Jim passed away? Oh, man. That's a bummer. I remember that name. That sucks, man. You know what, guys? A quick moment of silence in honor of Crazy Jim. You know, that's part of life, guys. You know, we never know how much time we have. All right. Let's move on to the next one. I know it's not much, but man. Yeah, I don't get a chance to be on IDAs anymore. I'm so busy in the morning with the kids. Here we go. 1941 S Walking Liberty half, PCS certified at a MS64. Another heavy hitter, but this one in the Walking Liberties. You know, I'm happy when I wake up every morning, you know. This coin worth about 200 or so. I have a reserve on it at 185. That's about as fair as I can get on this one. I had to really pay up to get it, but this is a better year for walkers at that grade. So good luck, my friends. Keep the bidding clean. No jabs below the belt. But yes, cat wakes me up. It is a stunner. I mean, you know, so for certain years, guys, Jay Williams coming in at 185. Certain years are, you know, are difficult to get. A few of us hang out with Crazy Jim's wife, Crazy for Jim. Aw, Copper Out Coins, thanks, man. Hey, Copper, please tell her that we send our condolences, brother. I'm really, really sad to hear that happen. All right, going once, my friends, to Jay Williams at 185, looking for 190. Going twice. Last call. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 185. You know, I got to recently see my parents, and I worry all the time about my mom and dad, you know. And of course my kids and my wife and everything. You just never know what's going to happen in the world. So guys, reach out to those you love, say hello, tell them you love them, you know, because honestly, you just never know. All right, lot number 17 coming up next. Jay is on cleanup, says Invisible River Ranch. Now, this one is not really the heavy hitter. This one is an 1885 MS63, but it is in an older PCS holder. This coin is really nice. That's why I snagged it up. Again, if for those of you that don't know, when you see these older holders, try to get your hands on them the best you can. Yeah, matter of fact, J-Dog, it's been a while, you know, for a couple people, man. We've lost a lot of people in the community over the years. The reserve on this one is at 105. Don't worry about the past because it's over. Don't worry about the future because it hasn't happened. Worry about right now and you're happy. Guys, James Warner coming in at 105 and staying alive. James in the lead at 105, looking for 110, going once. Gary from Texas trying to get in there, but Warner quicker on the draw at 105, looking for 110, going twice. Gary says, oops. All right, haha, you tell him you're not the boss of me. There you go. Going, or it said going twice. It's supposed to be last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Are you having fun with the coins? Hi. Can you say hello? Hi. Yes. Hey, I love you. Yes, I do. He's like, I'm out of here. All right, guys. Vote for Pedro coming in at 110. Werner back at 115. With the Snopage going once. Looking for 120. What's up, Peppa? Peppa and Stacker are both in here. 120 for the dog. Nope, the dog is not for sale. Going twice. All right, guys. Hey, Stacker. Peppa, you're Peppa. You're not Stacker. You're so jealous. Oh, well, Stacker's out of here. Last call from Mr. Alki Hall. You know what? My family would kill me if I sold Peppa. All right, my friends, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to James Warner for 115. Congratulations, brother James. Keep my donation for the EOS. I'm confused, James. What do you mean? I'd be in the doghouse myself. That's funny. All right. You guys are... I see all the one-liners going on. You guys are killing me. Funny as heck. Okay, we got 2 items left. If there was an extra quarter, it half added, put it in... Yeah, I put... So, James, there's a quarter and a half from you. Are you saying to add a second? I mean, we've got plenty. It's up to you. All right, next item up. Get the gold out. James has moolah. All right, next one up, ladies and gentlemen, 1882. MS65, NGC slabbed and certified, my friends, at an MS65. All right, and this one, the reserve on this is at 360. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Ah, no worries, James. We're good, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anytime you got, here's the thing. There should always be input from the people that support the channel, no matter what. All right, 360 is the reserve. Jay Williams coming in at 360, ladies and gentlemen. Jay in the lead at 360, looking for 365 going once. Jay in the lead at 360, looking for 365 going twice. Jay in the lead. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Jay in the lead at 360, looking for 365 all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Jay Williams for 360. Jay's getting some good deals on these guys. I'm glad that the nest got first crack, and I'm happy for Jay Williams as well. Hey, Jay, are you going to the coin show this weekend, or would you rather pick these up at the shop on Tuesday? Just let me know, brother. Or you can text me. You have my number. All right. Last coin of the night, ladies and gentlemen. This is my absolute favorite one. This one, I had a hard time putting it up for grabs because you don't see a lot of the 8-tail feathers out there. You see the 7s and the 7/8s and everything, but just a straight 8-tail feathers, you rarely see them. It's an MS63. Oh, cool. I will bring it on Tuesday, brother. All right. That is a beautiful, hard to get, key date kind of coin. Variety, I should say. The bid on this one, the reserve is $525. The retail, I think, is like $560 or so. I mean, they're pretty crazy for this one. But the best I can do on this reserve is at $525. A great coin, a definite hole filler for most people out there because you really don't see them that often. Guys, William E. coming in at $525 with the George. Looking for $530. Just picked up an 8-tail feather last Saturday at a local coin show. AU55 plus. Nice, brother. Jay Williams coming in at $530 with the Snope. Looking for $535 to stay alive. Do we hear $535? Going once. Jay Williams in the lead at $530. Jungle Marine says, damn, Raven, nice coins. Thank you, brother. The nest gets first dibs on all my good stuff, guys. Going twice. There's been a lot of great coins that I literally only bring to the auctions first for you guys if they don't sell, which is kind of rare, but when they don't, they go to the coin shows, and that's how we do it. All right, Jay in the lead at $530, looking for $535. Last call from Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. James Williams at $530. Jay at $530, looking for $535 all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is going to be sold to Jay Williams. Wait, did William E. get his bid in, ladies and gentlemen? Let's take a look. Guys, William E. William E. with the Snope at $535. Holy cow, he got in there just before the hammer was dropped all the way. Expert Snope timing. Looking for $540. Going once. Holy cow, guys. That is unreal. Guys, Jay Williams says he won't back down. Coming in at $540. Looking for $545. Going once. Jay in the lead at $540, looking for $545, going twice. William E. says, okay, Jay, it's your coin. That was crazy, guys. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. What a battle. Jay in at 540. Looking for 545. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Jay Williams for 540. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night. Holy smokes. Congratulations, my brother. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate you. So, Jay Williams. Absolutely. What a fun time tonight, guys. That is so much fun. Hanging out with you guys, selling some goodies, making sure you guys are happy. Let's see here. We have... I'm going to add one more thing to the end of stream, guys. Let me get this in a proper holder, because I want to say thank you again to everybody for being here tonight. And I want to make the end of stream just a little bit more exciting than it already is. And this is an uncirculated 1942 S war nickel. Just to say an extra thank you. 1942 SB. All right. A big shout out and thank you to the mods. Create Craft, Teacher 1388, Invisible River Ranch, Vote for Pedro, Doug Wagner, Daryl USA, Resin Dragon Studios, J-Dog, CM Silver, Mustang Dave, Frank Mons, Peter Bowes, Silver Streak. I know a lot of these people aren't here tonight, but hey, still want to say thank you for the amount of time they've been here and around. For anybody lurking, thank you as well. The mods do rock, James Warner. A big thank you to everybody that purchased something this evening. Gary S., Jay Williams, CM Silver, Teacher 1388, Buy Up Gold and Silver, 15 for 2, Blue and Brown Boatsy, Alex Kalish, Daryl USA, Bracken Family Life, and James Warner. I do appreciate each and every one of you more than you know, and cannot say thank you enough for being here, because you guys make this a lot of fun. All right, let me turn on the night bot so we can do the end of stream. I know today was kind of fast, but I do have to get up super early tomorrow. I got to be on the road to set up in Guthrie. Let me turn on the night bot. Let it shine wherever. Oh wait, let it win wherever you go. Thank you, brother J-Dog. He says, you rock. All right, guys. Good luck, my friends. Oh, I didn't show all the other stuff. Darn it. Okay, so there's a 40% half, a quarter, and a 1 1/4 ounce silver coin from the Netherlands for the end of stream, guys. So a pretty nice EOS for you guys, courtesy of James Warner and RavenHawk coins. Very, very cool. I will be back in just a few. Good luck. every crumb that hits the floor, they gotta battle it out to see who gets the crumb, you know? No, that's my crumb. No, it's my crumb. My crumb. All right, guys. We're in there joking around about how Peppa has become kind of a nervous Nelly now that we have Stacker, because she didn't have to fight for resources in the past. But here's the thing. They both get the same stuff each time. You know, there's nobody that goes without. Great auctions tonight, says Blue and Brown Boatsy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Ricky the Scawny. What's up, my friend? Mud Swat. Mud, I'm sorry I forgot to shout you out earlier, my friend. I apologize. All right. Let's see who the winner chicken dinner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Rubicon 60, ladies and gentlemen. Rubicon 60. You're the winner. All right. As long as Rubicon says they're here and they're claiming, there they are. Rubicon 60, you just won the end of stream extreme. First EOS win. Nice, brother. Congratulations, my friend. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Big Dave, Mustang Dave in the nest. Daryl USA, have a great night, man. Thank you for being here and helping out. All right, everybody. I had a lot of fun tonight. Honestly, like, this was a blast. And I feel good. I'm hoping I can have this energy on the next show. You know, sometimes it's hit and miss for me, but you guys are awesome. I look forward to coming back. Nice, Melissa. Thank you. It was great having you here. Hike and Tackle, have a great night. Resin Dragon Studios, be safe as well. Big hugs. All right, guys. Like always, oh, don't forget, July 3rd, right there, Wounded Warrior Project. I am the first auctioneer on the block. CM, thank you, brother. I hope to. Appreciate you. All right, like always, please make sure to take care of one another. We'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins. Have a great day.